You want to see what I brought?
Yeah, I do want to see what you brought.
Ready? Look at this.
I can't. It's dark in there, Francis. What?
Look at that.
Oh, wow.
You know what that is? Homemade brownies, chocolate pudding.
You made those?
Yeah, I made that myself. Because I'm a baker. I like to bake.
That's like what a 5-year-old would eat if they could make their own lunch.
Hey everybody, this is Christopher Nelson, effects makeup artist. You're watching the Death Curse Society. Better enjoy this shit.
Rock and roll!
6 o'clock already, it was just in the middle of a dream. I was kissing Valentino by a crystal blue Italian stream. But I can't be late, cause then I guess I just won't get paid. These are the days when you wish your bed was already made. It's just an automatic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. Why I don't have to run day. It's just an automatic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. It's just an automatic Monday.
Woo! Yeah! Yeah! Monday
Yeah.
night. You know what that means. Death Curse Society on the air. It's Monday Maniacs. Greetings and salutations and all that stuff. Christopher Nelson dropping the S word already.
Yeah.
Oh well. That one's it's off the list. Officially off that, I'm not gonna say the 7 George Carlin words, but you know. If you know, you know. There's 7. Now there's only like 5 you can't say, and I think a couple of new ones that have taken the place of like the S word and stuff like that. But anyways, I digress. Welcome, folks. It's Monday Maniacs. I've got the Phase here. Colonel on assignment, Crank back into the void for a while, but he'll be back. He got a taste. That shit's burning him already. He's gonna be here. He'll be back. Don't worry about it.
I get my own space to myself, at least. I'm not
Right.
all crowded up here anymore.
It's like all kinds of stretchy room here. So how was your week, man?
It's another chill week.
A chill week?
Can't say anything really eventful happened at all. The weather was weird. A little bit of back and forth. Like I'm sure you had it the same over there.
It was nice, and then it was cold, and then one day it was nice and cold. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It wasn't very nice.
No.
It's March though. We expect this shit here. March showers bring the Mayflowers. Is that what they say?
Something like that. It's supposed to be colder in March, but whatever.
It was cold today, boy. It had a nice steady wind. But I had a pretty good week. We got through a lot of work at the greenhouse, of course, and then
Sure.
I been bitching at you guys about my bad luck online poker lately, but I played a live game at the local card room here, and I did all right, man. My buddy, he didn't do so well. He misread a guy on like pretty much the 4th or 5th hand of the whole thing, so he was out like first one out right away too. It was like, so he was pretty pissed. But hey, man, these guys chase shit. You got to see that stuff. But I ended up going out against, some old lady, threw all her money in on ace 9. I had ace king, so I called, and she hit a 9, and yeah, it's the way it goes. But it was fun though. It was a lot more refreshing. I did a lot. I felt like I had more control of stuff than the online thing. I even went back the same night, got absolutely 2 middle fingers up the butthole from 2 tournaments I played in. So I cashed out the rest of my money off that side. Poker Stars, for now, you're out. We went somewhere else, went to a competitor, Not really feeling it, but I'm gonna try. I put a little money and we'll see how it goes. Then yesterday, I traveled down to Monroe, Michigan, home of the Museum of Horror and Nate Thompson and all that. By the way, he's got a short movie out. We're going to be adding it to our database on the Death Curse Society website, Hexon, I believe it's called. And check it out. This guy's made a few films, and this one's got a nice creepy vibe to it. So we're going to do a little proper review on it coming up. I want these guys to see it and see what they think first. And then, but it's going to be added to the database here in the weeks and months coming up here. So hang for that. But anyways, like I said, I went up to Monroe, Michigan. I met up with Whole Damn Enchilada podcast, Rick. He was out there.
He went over there with you.
That's right. And we went, well, first we went to the Royal Molet Barcelona Bakery and got sourdough pizza phase.
Ooh, wow.
It was good, dude.
That sounds different, but if it's done well.
This guy piled the cheese on. The pepperoni was, I mean, it was like a whole fucking bin on this thing. I mean, it's dude, he covered it. But man, it's such a unique flavor. We'll definitely go back there. I'm bringing you guys there too when you're up here for
I'm curious. It's different styles of dough can make a real big difference.
That, and then this guy made sandwiches, man, and grinders and stuff. He's a real Barcelonian dude, but I mean, he was a gentleman, and the pizza was phenomenal. I mean, you can ask Rick too. He had one.
Okay.
But the reason that I met up with Rick of the Whole Damn Enchilada podcast Thursdays right here on these same airwaves, 7:00 Eastern Standard Time, was he is going to Creature Feature next week in Pennsylvania. And as badly as I want to go, the season is kicking off here. I just can't break away it's a 8-hour drive one way. He even offered come to England, ride with me, get your own room, of course. And I just can't break away for the weekend. So he's coming up yesterday, and we had the pizza, and I gave him my zombie box, my coffin, the lid. I unscrewed the lid.
It's pretty much your holy grail, isn't it? Like,
yes, that's my holy grail. So I was, but I wanted this guy to see it. He's going to meet the actual zombie from the movie, the guy, the worm eye zombie, the guy that was in the makeup, Octavio, and I'm gonna screw up his last name, Della Barriere or something like that. It's a real Italian name, but he's at the con, and I'm gonna have Rick's gonna sign it and do a couple extra special things for us. So hopefully we'll have something with that over here in a couple of weeks.
That'd be sweet.
Rick, again, man, thank you. You're the man. I love it.
You've always been the man, Rick. You're awesome.
Yep. This is like, because I was thinking this guy, oh, cool. He's on the circuit. We'll certainly cross paths in our travels. And no, he's got shit. He's got all kinds of European stuff booked, but like here and there in America. And like he did one in Atlanta in like January, and then this, and that's it. That's all that's got on his whole fucking schedule. So Rick is doing a solid for me, man. He's getting this thing, and then I'm going to buy an autograph too and stuff, a regular one I can put in the album or on the wall or something. But I'm stoked, man. It's because I if anybody needs to sign that thing, he does, right? Now we'll have the zombie sign it. The guy that killed the zombie signed it. And of course, the great Fabio Farizzi signed it as well. Why not? All for the Fulci, man. All for the Fulci. So we did that, and then they went off to the museum. But then before that, though, I stopped off at this. It's a strip mall, dude, in Monroe. And for the pot smokers, this is like an emporium, man. It was awesome. There was like 6 or 7 pot stores all in a row, dispensaries. So I just went in one and got some stuff. You know what I mean? But I mean, first time, if you don't know, the first time you go into a dispensary, they kind of walk you out with a bunch of freebies and stuff, man. So technically you could walk right down the whole strip and walk out of there with a shit ton of weed, man. And I didn't do this, of course. I went in one and I got my stuff. And then even Rick was like, hey, I don't smoke, so he gave me the freebie he got. So, I mean,
oh, nice. It's supposed to be the Green Mile he's referring to.
He coined that name in the shop.
That's awesome.
He came up with it. So if
The
anybody
Green
ever
Mile.
starts calling that shit the Green Mile, it's Rick Paulton came up with that shit, man. God damn it. Yeah,
read
dude,
that
it was
book
great
now.
seeing you, and be safe out there, and yeah, watch out for my baby, man. Well, you got it. But that should be a great con. Chong's there. I mean, of all the
Oh my God.
dude, I told if we had not just gone to Milwaukee, I would be going to this.
Dude, if I know Chong was there, I want to meet him so bad.
Right, but just it was cool seeing him again. He was up there with a couple of his boys, and we sat down and we had the pizza and just shot the shit. Talked about a bunch of stuff, and then there's things ahead, man. Things are gonna happen with the whole damn enchilada. I feel good about it. So, but nothing in stone, so no reason to talk about it. So that was my week, man. I guess we can get on to the regular business now and do what we do and thank our lovely subscribers, man. And the final girls are Christy, C-Phase, what a stupid name. Lorena, BD Mags, Alex, Robert, Tyrone, the Crazy Ralphs, Bell's Fancy Creations, Dr. Smiley, Morg, and
Crypt
Howard.
Welcome
Howard.
to the Crazy Ralphs. Last week you guys joined, but we finally got you on the graphic. So
Well, yeah, I noticed
Happy
it
to-
at 8 minutes before we went on the air. That's when I saw the email. So right. And they may have subscribed 15
That's
minutes
true.
before that. So I don't know.
it was very.
It was soon. It was right at the line. Raymond,
We got you in there though.
the aforementioned Whole Damn Enchilada podcast. Check that stuff out.
And I just want to mention real quick, these are all, with the exception of Raymond, these are all pretty much ads. I mean, if you consider Dr. Smiley a brand, I mean, holy shit, it's kind of
he's a
hilarious.
personality brand for sure. Is the
Yeah.
doctor in?
He is. I thought or no, actually, I don't. Yeah, there he is. He's
There he
in.
is.
The doctor is in
Officially
this week.
say, the doctor is in. Welcome.
Glad
Okay,
to see you this
Raymond, the aforementioned Whole Damn Enchilada pod, and finally the camp counselors, Adam, Corey, Christy, Luke, Lou, Jimmy, and Rachel, Stacy, Orlando,
Chuck
Chuck
Schick.
Schick, of course, Dave, Carl, Patricia, Kristen, and JJ. I'm like dry as a bone tonight. I don't know what the hell is going on.
Huh.
I could sit here all day and just, if I had to do a voice recording or something to be perfect, the minute I sit down to do this show, every piece of phlegm goes loose in my body and lands right here, right at my flapper, So sorry about that. If you want to join the madness of the Death Curse Society, woohoo! Go to deathcursesociety.com, find your tier, and let the blessings begin. Also, a thank you and all the praise to associate producer and fourth member of the band, C-Phase. What's up, dude?
Woo.
He will be bouncing as always in the chat. So if you get out of line, you got to deal with my man here. Done and done. So what are we doing tonight, Phase?
Tonight we are reviewing. If I can find the graphic, you found the graphic. It is locked.
I was. That was the setup there. That was the assist.
Certainly. Yes, locked by. Yes, it is David Yarovesky. If I'm, fucking that up, forgive me. Bill Skarsgård, of course, another movie where he's leading. He's been kind of kicking ass lately. The Skarsgård.
Is it Yarovesky?
It might be Yarovesky. That's
I just want to get it right and give him some props.
for sure.
This is the gentleman who gave us Brightburn a few years ago.
Yeah.
So we dug that one, man. So
And of course, produced by Mr. Raimi himself.
Sam Raimi involved here. Hey, let me tell you though, this thing had more producers than a Beyonce song. Okay,
Dude, no kidding. What the fuck? I mean, Raimi is in a
man.
crowd of other producers. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
based on a short called 4x4 that came out, and it took like literally the populace of Rhode Island to produce this movie. I mean, everybody's in it. Everybody's involved. But
I do not know what you're talking about, Crank, but hello, welcome to the chat.
what is Crank talking about?
He says, did I hear you giving me more work on the website a few minutes ago? And I do not know.
Yes. I
The
told him
slightest clue.
we're gonna add a short to it, but we can handle this. It's fine. Just need a, just put a diagram up there. I'll be fine. I'll get it up there. I have the file already, so
He hasn't even seen this movie yet, so he's gonna have to bail. Go watch this, Craig.
yeah. It's because it's smart, like Crank likes. So bail.
I don't know if I agree with you on that, but we'll see.
Oh, it's by the numbers, but I still think the psychology of this movie is on fucking point.
The psychology is on point, yes.
It saves the movie, in my opinion. This will be a good discussion then, just you and
Interesting.
This will be a good discussion because I let's go right to it, man. Anticipation. I didn't know what the fuck this was. I'd not heard of it. I did not see it until I saw it on our schedule. I didn't know anything about it. And so I had no anticipation. I read the premise and I was like, fucking Crank, man, picking these fucking movies again. God damn it. And then, but then, in the end, it's like, cool. I get to go to the movies, get some popcorn, and maybe I'll be surprised. Phase.
I knew nothing going into this. I saw the name Sam Raimi, and that got me a little bit excited. And same thing with Bill Skarsgård. So I'm like, okay, there's some big names on this thing, and this will probably be okay. I noticed a large list of producers after watching the movie, and I'm not surprised to see that after the fact. But yeah, I didn't know what to think. I know it's a remake of like an Argentinian film, I think it is, from 2019.
Right. It's called 4x4.
Yeah, it's called 4x4.
I didn't get a chance to check it.
Never saw it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I knew nothing about it going in. I just like, cool, another new movie. And I was glad to see it was only an hour and a half runtime. So I was happy going into this movie.
Yes, I was encouraged. And I was like, ooh, 132. That'll work.
Yeah, it's super short, man. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go.
And then, yeah, dude, I mean, it had producers and production companies. I mean, you've seen the Family Guy episode where he's like, oh, nice period piece here, eh?
Oh my God.
Oh, geez. Ooh, murder mystery. Great. Oh, no, that it's just another production company. So, and they do this. They literally do this like about, I think I counted 7.
Yeah, there are a lot of like opening. What are those called? The title cards or not?
Yeah, production companies.
The producer cards.
Logos, right? Producer cards.
Yeah.
So that already I was kind of like going, Jesus Christ, and it put me in a foul, and not a foul mood, but like I'm very loose after that, in my mind. I'm not gonna take this too seriously. Or if they really fuck it up, I'm gonna be like, Jesus Christ, what are you guys doing? Too many cooks. But yeah, I mean, so I guess
initial thoughts, leaving the theater,
man. You start this one.
Sure. I mean, leaving the theater. I mean, usually when I leave a movie, I don't really know how I feel about it. I have to think about it. My mom always asks me, like, what's your score? And I never have a score immediately. She always does somehow. She's very quick in her feelings about a movie. She knows how she feels about it immediately. I need to sit on it and think on it. This one, though, I wasn't too sure. I was walking out of there feeling like, man, I hope we could burn 2 hours reviewing this thing because, goddamn, it didn't feel like there was a whole lot going on there. But I didn't dislike it, but I didn't love it. It's a very in the middle movie for me. I'll leave it at that.
Fair enough. I walked out and I was like, yeah, that was pretty much exactly what I expected. But at the same time, I found myself going back to the interactions between Skarsgård and Anthony Hopkins, and there's a chess game going on in this whole movie. I mean, it's obvious.
Once the premise starts, the chess game starts. But there's a little bit of a prologue.
Well, listen, I can relate to, not to the point to where I'm stealing, but I can relate to this guy's where he was.
Desperation.
His desperation, because he's got to get his ride out of it's in the shop, and he's only got $300. He needs $450, and the dude just tells him to go fuck himself. Come back when you got the money. You can have your car.
His only way he makes money is with the vehicle, and I've been in those shoes as a delivery driver, where it's like, fuck, I don't have any money, and I can't make money without my car, which is in the shop. So I've been there 100 times before.
So this guy's very relatable. Now he goes a little bit further than that with it. He's kind of scummy. He likes his weed. So I mean, but yes, he puts this over. His priorities are fucked for sure, because he always makes the wrong choice. He's got an ex that's telling him, "Look, you want to try to fucking make this work, dude? You got to do something. You got to make an effort." You know, just kind of pointing it out to him, and leaves his daughter. He's supposed to pick up the daughter like on Tuesdays and Thursdays. He stiffs her all the time, forgets, can't get her, can't get the car to get her.
Basically getting into act one.
Yeah. So, and as he's walking around, like he picks a wallet that somebody's slipping. You know, he's a thief. He's just a petty thief. Always checking car doors everywhere he's walking. You
can see him scanning too, like looking at this lady's laptop and this person's phone. Like, all right, what can I snatch here? What can I get away with?
It's very dialed into current society behavior. This movie. It is. I mean, as far as that, the us and them aspect of it.
Sure.
So he walks up on this badass SUV, and it's open, of course. He gets in, and you know, he's in there for like 2 or 3 minutes, and he's like realizes there's not shit in there. Fuck this, I'm out of here. And he can't get out. It's locked. So he kind of jumps into the back seat, tries the back hatch and everything, and you can't get out. Well, the phone starts ringing. It says, "Answer me." You want to take it?
It's a built-in car. I'm going to back it up a little bit here.
Go ahead.
Because I really loved the setting around this guy, just all around these alleyways, the graffiti, just this shitty urban setting that this movie takes place in for the first 10 minutes before he gets into this van. It's beautiful in a very disgusting urban way. Like, it reminds me a lot of home.
This city exists in every city around the country.
Yeah. I mean, seriously. I mean, it looks really, really good for a dirty urban looking area. So I really enjoyed that aspect. But yes, once he's in the van and he gets a phone call from, it's, you know, how nowadays vehicles, you can like take and place phone calls from the like center console or whatever you call it, the screen that you have right in front of you. Like I know there's a name for it. It's like a tablet in your car. There's a name for it. I don't know what it is. But you can answer your calls from your car now. And this car was receiving a call. And that is kind of important because it's like, what phone number is attached to this car? Because that's the first thing I'm thinking is how is this car receiving a phone call right now? But that's besides the point.
Well,
but he's ignoring it because he doesn't want to answer it. He's just trying to get out of this car. He's trying to kick out of it. He's trying everything. He can't get out of this fucking car. His strength isn't doing it. These windows are not going. So he decides to finally answer the phone. And that's when the person answers and the plot of the movie kind of gets kicked off. He learns that the person that owns the van has trapped him, and he's essentially planned out this whole game where it's like, look, the police are worthless. I've had my van broken into 1,000 times. Now I'm taking things in my own hands, and I've turned my van into this torture vehicle, basically. So now you're stuck in here, and I'm going to fucking torture you.
I'm going to show you the error of your ways.
Right. I'm going to, this guy hates thieves. He hates criminals with every fiber of his being, and he wants to punish them.
It's important to focus on that dialogue right there because he says, "You're the seventh person to break in my car," you know,
That's
and
true.
then goes into how the cops did nothing.
The cops are worthless.
Let you walk, you know, and you're not learning. It's not a deterrent. You know, I'm the only one that had to pay. He goes, now I'm going to show you. He goes, I didn't force this on you.
Mhm.
You voluntarily stepped in here. He goes, and I don't give a fuck, you know, and because he's saying he's kind of showing a dark side, but he's clearly a vigilante that's had enough, and he's got a little money as he's a doctor. So he can build this fucking contraption of a vehicle with I mean, it's like, you know, a little bit death proof. It's kind of like that, but the whole car is, you know, it's all bulletproof, reinforced, steel, everything. There's no way to get out of this thing without being let out. What are they saying, FaZe?
I'm just looking at the chat. They're having some conversations in the middle. We have some interesting promises for Morgan Crypt coming up.
Aha.
I mean, fuck it. I'll just reveal it
Go
now.
ahead. Put it up, man.
Bill says, oh, yeah, by the way, at M&K, we are having a tag team Jello wrestling event. It will be myself and Grizz versus Doc and Jeff. Again, it will be in green Jello, and all four of us will be in G-strings, so stay tuned.
I'll ref it. I mean,
sure,
yeah,
I'll film it. I'll be the one behind the camera as usual.
fuck. That's on camera. I just committed to something, didn't I?
I suppose, yeah, we delving into some certain territory, because if that's the case, maybe I won't film this.
Yeah. Well,
if you're wearing G-strings, though, it probably, I don't know. I don't
sure
want
we
to.
could probably sell it to one of those fetish sites. You know what I mean? One of those weirdo sites like that. They'll want that for sure.
Oh my god! But anyway, the movie. Yeah, just so dude's like, shit, I'm stuck in here.
Well, then, and he's very defiant. Like, let me the fuck out of here! you
Right,
know?
he's screaming, he's swearing, and the guy does not like swearing. He's like, oh, don't you be swearing at me.
He's like, and then, yeah, he's like, you know, fuck you, you fucking psycho. And he's like, you know what? He goes, why don't you think about it for a little while? Hangs up the phone, turns on fucking yodeling music.
Just
like,
the worst yodel-hee music you've ever heard in your life. Just
it had a, you know, like the umpa, 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 and then this bitch going to town on the yodeling. It was fucking fantastic. And then he turns the air conditioner on. He's, you know,
full blast.
The guy's in the back going, oh, please don't air condition me. Well, then, you know, after a full day of that,
somehow this car is still just running a full blast air conditioner. You're just kind of meant to ignore this.
FaZe, we just have to assume
this car had infinite gas.
When he created this car, he probably put in an extra tank or 4.
That's possible. And it's also possible because it gets established later that dude comes to this car and does some stuff, so he could be filling it up too, just off camera without mentioning it. But
that's a great point. I didn't even get to that. So.
They don't ever even mention or talk about the gas level of this vehicle ever, but it would be depleting very rapidly. Or the battery would be dead if it's not running on the gas. I mean, there's
plausible, all kinds of plausible explanation. And again, it's not about that with this.
It's not about that. No, this is a trap vehicle, and I keep wanting to call this movie Trapped, but it's called Locked. It means the same fucking thing, but it's not Trapped. It's a different movie.
There's been a few different takes on this style of thing. I was noticing, you know, but
sure.
And it reminded me of something I'll get into later at the end.
I imagine we're both thinking of the same movie.
Probably, you know, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I thought that was, you know, the first exchange. He's telling them like, you know, yeah, you're a thief. You're not. I did it. I did the right thing. I worked hard. I came from nothing. And he's telling this guy, you know, and he goes in, you guys just come in and take what you want. He goes, is that right? That's not right. So I understand his fucking point of view because I've been stolen from like that.
Oh, sure.
I get it. You know what I mean? So this movie creates just like a duality of things like you're like, oh, fuck. you kind of feel for, you get both of them, man. At least I did like that. So,
Oh, certainly. You can see both sides in this 100%.
but we're just not sure just how crazy this doctor is. That's what the cool part is too.
Interesting you call him a doctor.
Well, he says he's a doctor.
Did he?
Yeah.
I must have forgotten that.
Yeah. He said that.
Oh, that's right. He is a fucking doctor. What did he say? What kind though?
He was telling him about the wounds. So
Yeah, so
and how
probably a
to dress it
surgeon.
and stuff. So probably
Yeah.
a triage guy, you know. I mean, just
Yeah.
a regular general practitioner. Or who knows? Maybe he was a war guy, you know. I mean, but yeah, he's got a gun. Our guy Skarsgård's got a gun. Eddie is his name,
Mm.
and he fires at at the glass, and it ricochets around and hits him in his fucking leg, you know.
Yeah, revealing that these are bulletproof windows too.
And he tells him, yeah, he goes, I spent the money. I built this because of you, because of guys like you, people like you forced me to do this. And he's like, just let me go. Okay. And he
Finally caves in.
He's losing blood, I mean, a lot of blood now out of his leg. And he bleeds out to the point where he passes out. And then when he wakes up,
he realized, I don't know how quickly he realizes it, but he realizes he's not bleeding anymore. He's all patched up.
It's all patched up.
And he finds out a little bit later that the doctor did come in and, take care of him while he was asleep. And also did some other stuff, which will be revealed in a bit. But
right.
He, and then this is where I assume he also filled up a bit of gas into the tank, even though,
of course,
Rick did mention that he looked it up and a car could run 2 days on idle on a full tank of gas. I don't know if that includes running the air conditioner, but I'll take that. That's fine.
Well, that was one of those crazy, what do they call it? A duloc or something? I'd never heard of the car before, but I'm not a car guy. So that's not,
I'm not sure what you're getting at.
I'm just saying, like some of those big SUVs had huge gas tanks,
Oh yeah, the gas. Yeah. I mean, even then they could be upgraded too. So if you're tech savvy enough, at least. But
I'm just going with he made modifications to whatever he thought he would need. He clearly did the
probably made it part electric, for crying out loud. Like,
yeah, it was shocking the fucking guy in the seats, So
well, I mean, that's just a taser in the seats, but an electric seat, but which he was able to power with a button, which means there's some. I mean, they did establish that this doctor is pretty close by. At least think you think he is. That they show him once, but you don't know if he's been living in that alley or what. There's a lot in this movie that's not necessarily revealed. It's just kind of left to your interpretation, which is okay.
Well, you remember they show him up there. He's up on the corner of that way up on the building. He can see him through the sunroof. Mm-hmm. And the guy's got like a trench coat and the deep throat character, with the hat, the fedora over his face.
Right.
But he's on the phone. And then he's like, I got to go. And then the guy walks away. So, I mean, that's kind of where they steered you,
Sure.
But
let's see. I think we're getting into Act 2 at this point.
Yeah, because Acts 1 and 2, we stay in the parking lot in this car. It doesn't go. It's right. As I said, man, there's nothing to this, like set wise, and
that's true. But once he's in the car, he's in the car.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, the signal's blocked. He can't call out on his own phone.
That's true. He tries his own cell phone. There's some kind of jammer in there. He can't get any kind of signal out. So that sucks. But the car itself can still take phone calls, which is interesting, but whatever.
Well, again, that's plausible to me.
I mean, difference between a 5G and a Bluetooth signal. It's different frequencies. It's all it is. But
different frequency, and that'd be no problem. And the guy's not answering anymore. He's like, I just realized I don't need you to answer. I can just go ahead and connect. And so
he's
And then they start, he's laying it out why, and why he needs to change, but he's taunting him, same time. Now he's got the heat turned on.
Yep, now he's fucking with him
more yodeling. And so yeah, he strips down to nothing. And he's a big water drinker, this Eddie guy. So, there's a scene in the beginning where they kind of establish that, okay, he's not a complete douche because he gives like this dog's part of his water an offense. But once he's in the car, he only has this much fucking water left, and that's gone right away. He sucks it down. So, and then on this point, it's a second day in, he pisses in the bottle. And then he's he's got the heat on and the yodeling, and then comes back on, and he's telling him street smarts is the way to go, and that's why I'm better than you, and it's just like a pissing contest this way, like you're not going to tell me, and you're a privileged guy, and everything's been handed to you. Very reminiscent of what's going on in the fucking world here, and he's telling him same thing. No, I've had nothing. I earned this. I worked. I went to put myself through school, on my own. And, he's just like, oh, fuck you, old man. So, he's like, he goes, if you can tell me, what is it? This is one of the offers he gives him. You can tell me, he wants his social security number and his name, of course. He goes, and if I see that you have no other convictions, he goes, I'll let you out right now, but it's a one-time offer. And he's all like, I'm not giving you all that stuff. So, he goes, well, yeah, if you tell me, I'll give you some water, so he ends up telling him the social. And then he's like, hey, if you'd have just looked under the seat, in the front seat, there's a bottle of water there. When I patched you up, I put it there.
There's been water there the whole fucking time.
So he jumps up there and he drinks the whole fucking bottle in one drink, And then, well, actually, there was the scene where he almost drank his own piss first.
He was about to, but he held off.
And then the dude gets on the fucking phone and goes, whoa, I thought you were going to do it, man.
Yeah, I thought you was going to do it, but he didn't.
He's like, I actually thought you were going through with it. And then he gets him the water, and then doesn't really come up again about the convictions or anything. He just says, just kind of gets into the character war between the two of them, which always ends in a hang up and more yodeling, which I was chuckling at, because what would you do, man? You would go insane.
Oh, I would have lost it so quickly with the fucking yodeling. That would have sucked. I mean, I would have figured out what he did at the end a lot sooner. I'll just say that, because I know my way around cars.
Oh, right. Okay.
But outside of that, putting myself in this scenario, let's just pretend I didn't know that. I would probably have shot myself with that gun by now. I don't know. I don't know what I would have done. That would have gone insane.
Yeah, because he starts, bringing up his family and shit, and how you're letting them down and everything. So, I mean, he's got a point and a method to his madness. Hopkins does. But I don't remember how it led up to that, where he almost shot himself. What was that whole thing what was he saying to him? Was he saying he was gonna?
Oh yeah. He
no, that's later. The car's driving.
That's a little bit later. Yeah,
later. That's Act 3.
Not much later, I don't think, but
we're getting up on it.
That's when the car is still stagnant at this moment.
And you know what? It's just this guy's life. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody's looking for him. Nobody cares.
His daughter is.
She's the only one,
but she's like 7 and can't really do anything. And
yeah,
her mother doesn't care. So, I mean,
she's the atypical, had enough, no longer care.
Right.
This guy has probably broke promises for years before this,
Even the daughter doesn't really trust him to keep his promises, but she holds hope because she's a kid. But she knows that he'll probably let her down. You could tell.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, and he does consistently.
Mhm.
So he's got the guy, almost drinks the piss, and he's starving now. He's hungry, and he taunts him some more and tells him why things should change, and and the street smart guy's always got a comeback that pisses him off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he does get him to break some more, and then says, "Hey, when I was in there fixing you up, I put a cookie in the glove box." And so he dives into the front seat, stuffs this whole cookie.
Cue the Insomnia Cookies fucking sponsorship,
nice
by the way. It's so blatant.
Those are delicious, though.
They are really good. I love them.
Oh, dude. Quick story on the Insomnia Cookies. Those pricks used to pull up in Ann Arbor.
Oh, geez.
Right outside my building with one of those mobile fucking ovens and start cooking up cookies at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And they would never be done when I was leaving. I'd have to wait.
Oh, man.
It was the worst. It was torture, dude. That will be one of the 7th layers of hell.
Insomnia Cookies.
Are they done? About 10 more minutes.
That's funny as hell.
No. But yeah, but as he's looking in the glove box, he sees a wire rig and like some circuitry and stuff, and he's all like, and he's thinking the same thing. Oh fuck, I can get to that. I can get out of here. I can disable this thing. So he starts he breaks it open and gets in there, and there's like one chip. It's like it's got that little thing where you got to get your nail in there, or usually you got to use like a screwdriver to pop it out.
Usually, yeah,
So he's using his pointer fingernail, and you know where I'm going with this. And his fucking fingernail snaps off at the fucking base, man. And it's one of the nastiest fingernail snaps I've ever seen. Would you agree?
Oh, yeah, no, it was the gnarliest part of the movie.
That
by
was
far.
gnarly, dude.
It was rough. and my mom cringed super hard at that part.
I glanced around the theater and everybody was like all gnarled up and knotted up with that shit, dude. It was
you don't. Yeah, that's an icky
was gross,
feeling.
dude. And dude, it was like he took chopsticks and snapped it. That's the snap it made when it snapped. Oh,
the sound was horrible. Yeah, they picked the perfect snapping sound for it, just like chopstick. You see, it probably was a fucking chopstick that they stuck up to a mic. And
this was the most vile thing about this movie, dude. I mean,
it was the goriest part of the movie by
far.
Was it? Not the goriest, but for me, it was like the gnarliest. It
was absolutely disturbing, cringing. So he, dude's like, "Hey, what are you doing in there? Get out of there!" And then starts shocking him again. And so he starts freaking out now. It's like day 3, and just starts lashing out. Probably, wait till we get the car starts moving, then we'll move to 3. This is the end of 2. And so he just lashes out. He's like, he gets all the cameras. He breaks them all. He's just smashing them with his hand, ripping them out. The microphone's in the front. He's like, "What are you doing? Stop it. Stop." And then I think at that point the car begins to drive, right?
I think so. I think this is the point.
He pushes the button a bunch of times. And
that's right. He starts pushing the button, and it just fucking starts. He's like,
and he's like,
I did something.
He jumps in the driver's seat, and it goes into gear. He's like, "Fuck yeah, man!" And he takes off. He gets onto the road.
Car comes to a dead stop.
He comes.
Phone call comes in.
Did you really think it would be that simple, Eddie? So now we're in a remote car driving,
which is totally possible these days. Yeah. So yeah, we're still in reality,
and it's getting interesting.
So now the car is moving, and this guy can't control it.
Yeah, he's stepping on it too. I'm like,
this is Act 3
again.
For sure.
Not a cop anywhere in fucking sight either.
That was the weird part. This car is speeding like fuck all across the city, and there's no cops. Nobody trying to pull this shit over. Which You may wonder if this guy didn't hack into like the public system and didn't happen to know where all the cops were. It's a stretch and a half, and they never establish it. But why not?
Dennis Hopper and Speed.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Holy shit!
Just like that.
I didn't go that far, but hey, you never know, man.
You never know with that kind of technology how far this guy ended up going.
So then he starts working him about his daughter and how he let them down and the family and everything, and how you're supposed to be picking her up today, aren't you? Later today, aren't you? And she goes, but she knows you're not coming. Looks like she brought her scooter. And then he realizes that he's out in front of her school, the side of it. He's like, wait, hold on, man. Don't do none of this. Leave them out of it. And he's like, oh no, dude. And then she's on her scooter and he starts gunning down to run the daughter over.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy is kind of
I don't think he gunned at first. He was following her creepily at first.
Yeah. It was like first it was the very
then once she like started to cross the road is when he gutted the van and yeah.
And it was like, fuck, man, this isn't good. This is and he's just begging, like, please. And then she gets out of the way and he stops, but then turns around and comes back. And he's got that gun, and he's like, yep. And he goes, she's going to be lost. Mom don't care. You don't care. What? She's got no chance. Let's just eliminate it, So he doesn't want to see this happen as it's coming. She crashes down in the road off her scooter.
Mm-hmm.
And just when he's about to hit her and stuff, he's just 10, 15 feet away. He puts the gun in his head and pulls the trigger.
Because he doesn't want to watch his daughter get killed.
So
no bullets in the gun, though.
All part of the game. He's like, yeah, very good. And he goes, like, I wasn't sure if you would do that. He goes, but I took the bullets out. He goes, because you're not dying here.
Yep.
This
and
isn't
the van swerves around the little girl and dodges her just barely. Mathematically perfect.
Yep. So the car drives, kind of parks over. It's just like an open lot, again, overlooking the city, whatever city it is, and there's some kind of river there and everything.
Yeah.
And nothing, the car stops. There's another car sitting there, and this gentleman gets out, walks up to the car. The window comes down this much. He's like, hey, Eddie, how you doing? And it's Anthony
It's the
Hopkins.
guy. You recognize the voice immediately. It's Anthony Hopkins. It's fucking the second star of the movie.
Yep. And he makes Eddie zip tie himself to the frame of the seats where he can't move.
Which is at like the bottom of the seat where
right. So he's all hunched
like
over.
down here.
Yeah, his face is right in front of the dashboard,
Yeah, like you can't do shit.
And then he's
but
like,
it's a zip tie, not a handcuff for some reason.
It's a zip tie, yeah. Well,
with all this technology in the car, he didn't have handcuffs. He had only a zip tie, but cool. It works.
Yeah, he got him. We couldn't do nothing, so
yeah.
And then he was just telling him where it's like, yeah, you're gonna die tonight, Eddie. I'm done with you fucking crooks. I'm taking you, and it's over for you. I got a spot. That's where it ends for you. He goes, and then I'm putting this bitch back out again. I'm gonna keep catching you fuckers. Hey, I understand, man. These guy works hard, gets his shit stolen 7 times, and he goes and then he's like, the psychology of it is just, I didn't make you do this. You made this choice. That's where the head fuck goes for me. It's just like kind of wow, it's they kind of boil it down, and it's, you really gotta take away that final fig leaf, you know what I mean? Where there's nothing to hide. You gotta face who you are and what you are. So so the whole time, Mr. So-and-so jumps in the car, and now he's driving it. And he's got him bent over. He goes, oh, I brought you one of those joints. I think here, he lights up a joint for him. And there, take a couple rips. Go ahead. And of course he does. He rips it. And, I figured, okay, he probably did something, laced it or something.
Uh-huh.
Nope. That was just, he actually brought him a joint, just maybe ease his fucking, who knows, a little bit more. And starts driving and like, again, telling him how it's going to end for him. And Eddie's like, he's got no shoes on because he stripped down when the hot was on, the heat.
Right.
And he's working his big toenail on that same chip, which motherfucker, were you thinking the toenail was going to snap too?
Oh, yeah, I figured the toenail was also going to snap. I was waiting for it. I'm like, God damn, the fucking... Here we go again. But,
oh, man, thank God they did not do this.
no, he actually manages to engage the kill switch, which, by the way, is in a lot of cars. There's a kill switch underneath the dash where it's basically a kill switch that cuts off the fuel pump and then stops the car. It's a theft-proof thing.
It cut everything. This electricity, the whole thing.
Well, right. I mean, once the fuel pump's cut off, the car isn't going to run. But
so the car now crashes and just violently, almost over a cliff.
Well, it did kind of go over not necessarily a cliff, but like a mound almost, if you want to call it. Like, it went over something.
Oh, and the guy had the gun. The rich guy, the doctor.
Yeah.
And as they were crashing, he fired. And it ricochets all around the car and hits
in slow-mo.
Yeah, it hits him.
It's kind of hilarious. It misses the guy he's shooting at just barely, ricochets back, and then shoots himself in the back. It was really funny in slow-mo watching it all happen. It's like, dude, God damn it.
Okay, so now he's trying to get loose out of the ties. Well, now the car catches on fire. So it's like total Blumhouse ending. And he's got to now, break out the back window somehow. Now, he had a tire iron he finds, and he's just hammering the shit out of it, and it breaks. I guess the crash damaged it enough to where he could bust it out enough, and he gets out.
I don't really believe that so much with bulletproof glass. It's not really possible for bulletproof glass to shatter, but it's fine. It's fine. Whatever. Logic can go out the window, literally.
He would have fucking come out of that thing like a Play-Doh Fun Factory. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Exactly. But whatever. He breaks out of the bulletproof fucking window, and he gets out scot-free. The car burns up. He's fine.
Yep. Oh, and that was the other thing. Like when he booted someone's wallet at the beginning, he buys weed and scratch-offs.
Oh, that's right. The scratch-off. I forgot about that.
He scratches two of them, losers, and then starts scratching a third one, but then shit started happening, so he stopped. So now he
finishes the third one.
Yeah. Oh, well, he was still in the car, actually, when it happened. He scratched it off, and he won $500. Ironically, $50 more than what he needed to pay off his car.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a bummer.
But he's stuck in this car and about to die.
And doctor's saying, well, that sucks. Because too bad you got it. Too bad you got in here, because I don't give a fuck. Literally says that. And so now he reaches in his pocket. He sees he's still got the ticket. It jumps over. He's back at the garage. He's paying the guy his money. And the guy's like, yeah, he goes, it's way in the back. It's 10 after 2. They keep showing the clock.
Yeah,
he's got to be there 2:20. And
2:15.
2:15. And he ends up going, he looks over, he sees a pink bike in the corner and just says, hey, how much did you give me for the van? And like earlier, like there was that bike thing, and it was like $75 for the bike he was thinking as a gift. So he buys the bike, picks up the daughter, happy ending, roll credits.
Yep. Mostly a happy ending. I mean, he would have been happy if he picked her up in an actual car, but she was happy.
Right.
She just wanted to see her dad. She didn't really care about being picked up and whatever, just so long as she got to see her dad. When she was beaming, it was a good happy ending.
Now the minute they went to black, of course he veered off right to the weed house. But man, but it was seeing Skarsgård do a character like this after what we've seen him do the last, especially that fucking Crow, man.
Oh God.
This was way better. This actually showed some chops for.
Yeah.
He understood the assignment. I mean, I guess we can hear. Let's see.
Might as well, yeah. Just since we're kind of getting into that now.
This one.
Yep. I kind of skipping one, but yeah, that works.
I'll go back to it.
Yeah.
Because that warrants a discussion too.
But yeah, Bill and Anthony both killed it in this.
Not a big cast at all.
The tiny. I mean, the daughter and the mother are like the only two others, and then the shop owner.
The shop owner.
And then that's basically it for
his heavy mechanic that was there, and
yeah, the heavy mechanic.
They kind of throw him around a little bit, but everybody handled what they were supposed to. This was a fucking by the numbers kind of plot. You absolutely kind of knew what was going to happen going into it, but it's the interactions of these guys that made it stand apart, I think.
Right.
Nothing else.
I would have to agree. I mean, yeah, just casting is beautiful, and they acted it very well. I mean, Bill Skarsgård and Anthony Hopkins. It's a creepy, good pairing. Especially Anthony Hopkins as the villain. I really like that.
They both managed to get in each other's head at different times. That's what I appreciated about this, you know? So I don't know, man.
I mean, that's about all I can say about the casting, but the writing was definitely.
Yeah, the writing. This fucking whoever was on this, and I don't think that the guys from 4x4 had anything to do with this aside from selling it.
Yeah,
but it obviously Americanized for us and everything. But man. I have to keep going back to it. It's the interactions, the significant interactions when they usually result in a blow up and a punishment is when it's the best dialogue of this movie.
There's a lot of that.
Yeah, and there's at least 3 wonderful segments between the two like this that I could think of right offhand that I was like, damn, you know? So fuck, dude. I mean, it's for taking a simplistic formula like this and to be able to squeeze out what they did. I'm impressed, man.
Sure.
The director, what's his name? Got it right here. David Yarovesky.
Yeah, the one I can't pronounce.
Yeah. He absolutely, you know, he did it. If he's at the helm of the whole thing here, I mean, and everyone needs commended here, the director of photography, obviously the writing, but the fucking set directors, you mentioned that shit earlier.
Oh yeah. At the beginning was beautiful.
And even the parking lot they're in, this parking lot exists in every city in the country and mostly around the world, I would say. It looks great. It's shot well. It has interesting kind of those, you know, like when you see them, especially when he's like, it's right on top of the fucking chip when he snaps his fingernail off. Like you have a lot of shots that are long shots like that. Like you can see him like his toe all wiggling at it, you know, and it was very good. It was clever. They break it into all 5 shots inside the car where you can kind of see what Anthony Hopkins was seeing on his computer wherever he was. So I mean, there's a whole lot to this, man. That was decent.
Yeah, it was interesting. Clever is definitely a word I would use. I love the dialogue.
Yeah.
Just it lost me a little bit with some of the logic, like this, like, you know, the bulletproof windows being not really bulletproof, but they were bulletproof, but not destruction proof. And also just a couple of other small logic errors. Just, you know, they're easy to ignore amidst the good dialogue, though. I don't know. It's an interesting movie. It didn't impress me as much as it did you, obviously, but
well, I think I'm mostly impressed by 2 master actors bouncing off each other. You know what I mean?
They bounced off each other
the right way.
That was the selling point of this movie, pretty much, is how they bounce off each other.
And I can say Bill Skarsgård has arrived as a multifaceted, just layer after layer after layer of differences with his talent and ability. So, I mean, what can't he do?
Yeah. I have to agree. He's doing really well lately. He's been in a lot, and I mean, now if I see him in a movie, I'm going to be, expecting something from him.
Well, I mean, I was, when he first started showing up and everything, I was like, fuck, another one of these fucking guys, man. Damn, man. You got a dad, you got sons ahead of him that have acted and stuff. But he's carved his own path, and
he's proven himself.
And they even got him looking not so much like how he looks in every fucking movie. You know what I mean? He actually did a good job with this, with his image and everything. But very relatable, even for the scumbag thief that he is.
Yeah, they did make him really relatable. That in the writing for both characters, I think they're both relatable in their way, and it's really well done in that aspect, where you can put yourself in the shoes of either of these characters.
Gosh.
Minus the psychotic, Hopkins' character got a little bit crazy there, but
and that's at the end you realize, he's not just a smart guy kind of crafting. He's full blown snapped.
Yeah, he's lost it.
He's gone, man.
He's a murderer.
He's gonna kill this guy, and several more. It sounds like so.
Well, if he wasn't stopped, he would have absolutely.
Right. And probably a normal guy leading up to it. Didn't fuck with nobody ever. Worked hard his whole life.
Van kept getting stolen, and he lost his fucking mind.
People kept fucking with him, man. See, you can't push people, folks. You just never know.
Yeah, true. You never know.
But this guy can tell a story. This director Brightburn was, and he elicits tangible feelings that stick with you with his films. I'm noticing there's another one here that I haven't seen yet, and I'm not on that page right now, but I want to check it out just to see if he delivers that same type of we're transcending fucking story where it jumps right off the screen at you and takes you in.
Sure.
Because, it's good.
Not bad. So, do you have a favorite moment for this one?
See, we kind of skipped over a part 2 in the car, and I'll do it now. I was thinking spoiler wise, but I mean, he's the car drives him to. It's like a bad neighborhood, doesn't he owe a guy money around there somewhere? And he's going to but he sees 2 thugs kind of beating up a civilian, just a regular person.
Yeah, they're kind of going through an alleyway.
And he's kind of going like, you see, look, they're just like you. You're just like them. And he fucking steps on the car, dude, and runs the fucking guy over like the one. Like, because the dude steps up with the gun, like, what's up? And he's all stepping up to him and everything, to the car.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a horrible, violent running over, dude. The twisty, rolling body and everything. It's nasty, dude.
Oh, yeah. It mangles his body up for sure.
Yep. So his buddy is running away. They turn around, and he kind of gets him pinned up against a gate to where he's like going, and then the car backs up and the guy falls, but he's clearly his chest is crushed, his hips are crushed.
He's fucked up. But
he's getting up, and he tells the guy, he goes, Eddie, if this guy stands all the way up, I'll let you out right now. So Eddie's like, it turns into this, come on.
He's begging him, like, get up, man, come on.
Man. You can do it, and then the guy gets on both feet, but he's still kind of crouched over, and as he looks up like that, he guns the car, dude, and his head fucking explodes like scanners. Mwah!
It was beautifully shot. Yeah.
My favorite moment of the movie. That was great.
A good moment. I'm not going to steal yours.
That's cool. Fuck those 2 guys, though. They were criminal. So, but that was, man, that's my favorite moment.
That was a great moment. I'll give you that. That is definitely the best gory moment, but for me, I love those moments in movies that really just make me go, ugh. So I'm gonna give it to the toenail.
Oh, the fingernail.
The fingernail, not the
toenail.
toenail, the fingernail.
He had good calcium in his toenails, I guess, because it was.
Yeah, fuck's sake. Oh man, it was horribly disturbing, and I like horribly disturbing, so
Now,
it worked for me.
what I didn't like about that, when he did use his toenail to disable the car, he called his shot and did some fucking one-liner. I don't even remember what it was.
That was ridiculously cheesy, and he somehow got away with that, even though fucking Hopkins' character is a lot smarter than that up to this point, but it's okay.
It was something about street smarts.
Yeah, he called it fast enough and got the car off fast enough to where he couldn't get punished for it, but it was stupid. I know exactly what you mean.
I think it costed a point, honestly, but
that's okay. I understand that.
We'll see. We'll see.
But yes, I mean, I think we're ready to basically give
our
thoughts and rank this bad boy or score.
You want me to start it this time? Since I
sure,
always
go ahead.
on you every week, and Colonel before, and so didn't have anything to review. Yeah, man. Again, going into this, I didn't have any really time to, I hated upon looking at, and I cursed Crank for picking it, and then I read the synopsis and I cursed Crank again. But then I went and saw it, and I can't say enough how impressed I was with the exchange of dialogue and how they got in each other's heads. Albeit that street smart shit, it'll take you so far. Let's be real here, man.
You're right, especially in that scenario. Like,
yeah. You know what I mean? But for the story, it's fine. I enjoyed this. I chuckled a few more times. The humor, the fucking yodeling song will get you every time. When he the way he goes like, "Oh, that's enough of that."
Yep. It cuts so beautifully every time,
and you can see the volume just increasing. So it's good that way. You should see this. You don't need to see it on a big screen. Just wait for the rental, wait for the stream, but definitely check it out. Two masters. An up-and-comer who has arrived, and a master who's already been there for 40 fucking years. Enjoy. I'm gonna give this a 6.5.
Not bad. Yeah, I'm definitely giving this a higher score than I thought it would be when I first came out of the theater. This is one of those movies that improved as I thought about it. Because, I always have to think about a movie after I see it. And I was worried that it would get worse, but no. When I first went out of the theater, I wasn't too immediately impressed with the trapped in a car concept and this mastermind turning it into a torture chamber thing. But as I thought about it more, I just realized, the execution was solid. I can ignore the logic in some of the parts here, like I do with every movie, because every movie breaks logic every now and then. I mean, let's be real here. And like we've said a lot, the dialogue was on fucking point. The back and forth between Bill and Anthony was just so fucking great. It really saves this movie. I think I'm going to match you at a 6.5.
That's fair.
I was thinking a 6 before. I don't quite want to say 7, so 6.5 feels right.
That's what I was doing. I was like hovering at the 7, but I'm just like, well, that last line prevents the 7.
I think it would still be a 6.5 for me, but yeah, that hurts it for sure. That's a rough line, but yeah, 6.5 for both of us.
That's not bad. I mean,
Colonel probably would have gone down to an even 6, maybe. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Crank, I had no fucking idea. He would have either loved it or hated it. An 8 or a 5.
Yeah. That's probably fair. I mean, it's just, like, again, for when you consider what it is, this is they got the absolute most out of the concept. So, and it's satisfying, you know. I mean, it wasn't a waste of time. And just if nothing else, just go watch, see why people get into acting and how deep they can get into it, because this is a good example of these guys just becoming these characters for real. I mean, they're fucking absolutely, not one moment do you not believe who they are.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
That's a really good point. They keep you believing their characters the whole way through. The actors carried this movie the whole way, and the writers did a pretty good job, but the actors are the ones that really carried it. And like you said, I wouldn't rush to see this in the theater. Streaming is definitely, or renting if you want to do that, but I would wait for streaming. That's what I told Crank to do.
Did tonight's discussion help you or hurt your score?
It definitely helped hearing your opinion on it and getting that perspective.
Sometimes, like, I'll do that. I'll be like, you guys will say something, and I'll be like, wow, I didn't think of that, you know? And
sure.
You
gave me a couple of perspectives on things that definitely helped my ranking.
Yep. Taking it in and stuff. But, you know, man, I want a monster movie. I want some kind of harsh, vindictive demon movie. I want something now. I want to be fucking like put on edge now. You know what I mean?
Okay. I'm
done with these dark comedies.
I'm so done with the dark comedies right now after Hard Eyes, dude. Oh my fucking God. I was okay with the comedy in this because there were some moments, but the straight up dark comedies are enough for 2025. God damn it.
There's a handful more we're going to be seeing, unfortunately.
I know.
But, I don't know. We can freestyle for a while here, kill some time. I want to talk about Morgan Crypt 3 coming up.
Yeah.
You can see right there, September 26th through the 28th, 2025. Jeff and Biff putting on their biggest and best show ever so far. We've only got like 4 guests. We've got we got half the Terrifier cast, including Art the Clown. But just announced this week, the one, the only, don't hate him or he'll come and fuck your mom too, Tom Atkins coming to Morgan Crypt.
That's a big one.
That's huge, man.
That's a really big one.
Yep. And he's a mensch. He's a gentleman.
He'll be the king of the show.
Because I'm going to have him sign my Dr. Chalice figure finally, because I never did that in Pasadena. So, but wow, you know, that's exciting. We already discussed a little bit, like, you know, whoever's going to end up doing that panel, just to make sure we got like a tablet handy so we can get the questions to him. And because once he knows what they are, man, the guy don't stop talking. He's great. So many good stories from Halloween 3, Night of the Creeps, The Fog, Escape from New York, Assault on Precinct 3. You name it, man. He's got shit from all of these things. So, I mean, that's a big one, man. I would, anything else they get is gravy at this point, based on what they've got so far. This is hot. Hot. What do you think, FaZe?
I love this comment from Bill. I know they are ready to wrap up. Again, don't forget to get your tickets for Morgan Crypt. VIP is already sold out, but we'll be giving out tickets for the Jello wrestling between Bill and Grizz versus Doc and Jeff. So you don't want to miss that.
With special guest referee.
Zigzag. And I might be filming it.
You might be the bell, the ring, the bell.
The bell. Yeah. I love it.
Commentators. We're gonna need managers. You know what I'm saying? This is
Craig can commentate. I mean, you can commentate too pretty well.
Yes. What if I'm reffing though? Maybe you got a ref then.
Maybe, yeah. I could.
I think any one of them guys could body slam you, so you'll be definitely involved.
Oh no.
In the action.
I'll stay away. I'm being told to wear a raincoat. I'll bear that in mind.
What kind of raincoat?
I'm probably just a standard full body. Oh man, I don't know. That's disgusting.
In other con news, we learned this week that Milwaukee Horror Con 2 will happen this fall.
Yes.
I think they set the date, and it might be that same fucking weekend, I think.
It might. I can take a look real quick.
It wasn't September. Go ahead and take a look while I babble on about it. But yeah, from what we witnessed, they did pretty good. Wisconsin is starved and crazed for a horror con, and they got it, and they showed out in droves. So I'm not surprised at all that these guys. Go ahead.
September 5 through 7.
5 through 7.
Early in the month, whereas Morgan Crypt is late in the month.
That's beautiful.
Might be able to do that then.
Yeah, because I'll fly. I'm not driving. I'll fly to that fucking airport. It's right fucking there, man. I could walk to the fucking con from the airport. I don't even need to rent a car.
Right. Jeff's asking what the fuck he just got roped into, referring to the whole Jello fight.
Well, you have
to ask Bill, man.
I'll tell you what. We can have the contract signing on these airwaves in the weeks and months to come here before it happens, okay?
Yeah, some kind of just some kind of fucking we're not responsible for your injuries contract. I forget what those are called.
This fucking casino is not going to allow any kind of Jello. It's going to be something. No. They're going to have to get one of their like Ren's Den. Aaron's going to have to host this shit or something.
I'd be surprised if this actually happens, but it will not be at the hotel.
You do remember last year, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, they got away with what they could last year.
I'm scared. I'll be honest.
I should have wore a raincoat then.
I'm scared.
but no, we had a fun comment earlier.
Uh-huh.
Oh no! Did you want to finish up what you're saying about Morgan Crypt?
Yeah, just it's just they've got more guest announcements to come. They owe us one, so hopefully they hold a good one for us, and we can reveal it here on Monday Maniacs. But
come on, Mark Patton.
Hey,
I'm not that lucky.
You know what? If they got Mark Patton, and well, that's an Osborne guy. That's so or Demeter, I should say. Not sorry, didn't mean to mention the guy. But so that's very possible, and we've already got a badass interview that Crank and I composed for a different con that we got fucked on. But hey. We're not going to go back there because if that didn't happen, we don't ever come to Morgan Crypt. So
this is true.
Another reason to thank that prick.
Thank you, prick.
You fucking prick, you little hat man, you fucking. I'll stop.
Rick says we are having Mark Patton in September. Where is that? A horror hound or what's happening there? That's going to have Mark Patton.
No. That's the Cleveland one.
The Cleveland.
There's some kind of convention. Rick, tell him.
Yeah, just hit me with the deeds, Rick, because I want to meet Mark Penn really badly. But
were you not at when we met him? You were there.
I was there, but I want to, I want to get an actual signature. I didn't get nothing last time.
Fuck, I even got one of those.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah, I had to, man. And they gave us.
I was broke for that trip. I couldn't do nothing.
Ugh.
But yeah, Jeff. The comment I saw way at the beginning from Patricia.
Let me join you. Okay, yeah, go ahead, man.
She says, DCS needs their own ice cream flavor. What would that be? I'm thinking something black and red because that's our colors.
It's got a
black cherry is the first thing that kind of comes to me.
Well, let's see here. We got got to have something for the stoners. So I would probably for if it was like a Neapolitan kind of thing.
I mean, any ice cream flavor works for me if you're talking stoner. I mean,
I'd do like a cookie dough, something or other.
I hate cookie dough, but
But for the zigzag for the stoners,
we'd have to discuss this with Colonel and Crank too, because they have to be a part of it. We'll see what their favorites are. Well, we'll get back to you on that, Patricia.
Oh, there it is. Rick said, "Oh shit, we're gonna be in New Mexico when."
Oh,
he's already booked that weekend. Then, well, that sucks.
It's the time I'm in New Mexico. It's all right.
Boo.
So yeah, Patton's already booked. So no Mark.
We're
Patton
not
from
plugging.
Morgan.
We're not plugging that one. Theory Culture Fest.
Okay. I'm not even familiar with that one.
Yeah, I've never been. And frankly, it sounds like a much worse time than going to the dazzling Isleta Resort and Casino for Morgan Crypt 3.
That's a
The
great
second
casino.
sequel where anything could happen. Anybody could die. No stars are safe.
Could get interesting. I'm excited for it.
Cherry Garcia.
Cherry Garcia. Okay.
Yeah,
Different.
but that's his ice cream. I will say this though, like a nice like an Italian ice or something. If we could.
Ooh, there you go.
Good.
That shit's really good.
Oh, it's the first one. He's telling. That's why we've never been.
Oh yeah.
Why are they having it the same weekend, man? It's I even though it's Ohio and
Ohio and New
Mexico.
That's even still.
That's a kind of a buffer zone there.
Oh, they did Ohio TerraCon, but changed the name. I gotcha.
Red velvet cake mixed in vanilla.
So chocolate and vanilla. That's interesting. Because red velvet cake is just chocolate dyed red. I don't know if you knew that, but it has to look like an accident. I can't guarantee that.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, man. Good old Locked. This is a fun movie.
Bill says all bets are off. It's gonna be crazy.
With the Jello fight, I'm sure.
I'm scared, man, because dude, that guy came running in there in a fucking G-string, man.
He sure did. Oh man. Not to mention the wha-bam he did to us in the room. That was classic.
I still got the footage too from the store. We went to the store and got it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's gonna get hemmed together here too. Now that we're wrapping up these panels finally. Yes, Morgan
That's
Crypt
true.
panels will be available for viewing very soon. I
We're getting there.
promise.
Same thing with Milwaukee Con, maybe. We'll get there.
Well, that's an easy one. But before the Milwaukee Con, I got to get the Phantasm one out there from Scarefest. See, Morgan Crypt, it's not just you. It's like the whole thing. This crazy here.
Yeah.
Since I'm the only one.
Yeah.
It's legitimate, man. It's genuine. See, now they want red velvet cake.
Oh yeah. I mean, it is just chocolate cake dyed red. You learn something new every day.
Yeah, Jeff, I don't think you're getting out of this, man. You better get you a nice wrestling leotard. You know,
Or I don't know, it's just a full bodysuit like my green suit just to protect yourself. Like I don't know.
yeah, that Jello can take you out, man.
Oh, it's a solid. I mean, if you whack somebody with it, it'll hurt.
Yeah, we'll have to make some like jelly molded like bats and stuff like that.
Oh
So,
my god.
I mean, make it really fun. Oh man, yeah. Oh god.
Banana hammock, yep. I was all messed up, Bill, but it's okay.
Wow. Man, I tell you what, Rick, what'd you think of that pizza? I ended up heating that shit up again. It was even better when I heated it up at home.
What?
Oh man, from that bakery.
That's amazing.
We all
I
agree.
suppose the sourdough bread, though, I mean, I'm very curious about what the final taste is there.
Like it was there was a whole other flavor to it, man. That a crust, you know what I mean? It actually put a level on it.
Nice.
Yeah, he's pretty sure he's got something to do with it. Oh, no. This is going to be probably like the Thursday before,
Mhm.
maybe the Saturday night when we're all good and spirited up.
We're going to get you when you're not busy.
There it is. Yes, sir.
We love you, Jeffrey. We love you,
Can't
Jeff.
just go in there and worry about the con and leave everything else alone. Oh, no. Rick said he definitely dug it. Ricky ate the rest on the way home. See, that it didn't
Nice.
even make it back. Mine made it home, and I was like, oh, I had it for dinner.
Fucking crank, dude. You know that glass nickel pizza we had on Saturday?
Yeah.
He ate the leftovers the following Thursday.
He's one of
At
them
home.
Guys. He's one of them guys, dude. Hopefully
He
cooked it
fucking
up.
traveled that shit from Wisconsin to Oklahoma and ate the pizza. What the fuck? That's so crazy. Like, pizza doesn't travel like that. It doesn't last 5 days like that.
Not unrefrigerated like that.
I mean, he had a cooler, but still, like, what in the motherfuck?
No.
That's not enough. I mean, but don't worry, the crank's still alive after that. I made sure.
Yeah, he was here. That pizza was good too, bro.
It was delicious. Yeah. Glass nickel does it right.
Okay, that was not bullshit.
I miss working for him, but it's okay.
Okay.
But yeah, folks, Locked, go see it. Watch it on streaming.
Oh, here we go.
From Freddy's. I've never
Ryan,
been there. Like,
you just got to come up, for a ball game or whatever. Not a Sunday, not a Monday, and it happens. We do it.
Nice.
We will go. I was just there probably a month ago, and it was. But man, I gotta take you to Tomatoes, bro. You're gonna love that too. It's the same style, but I think it's a little better. Rick says we need to go see Ash.
He's talking about Bruce Campbell, or
No, this is like a space movie.
oh, the movie.
Yes, but they had a badass animated poster at my theater.
Really?
Showed a space helmet with a human face that when the shine went by the mask, it turned into a rotting skull.
Oh, that's neat. That sounds familiar.
Yes.
Now that you mentioned that, that sounds neat. I'll check that out, Rick, for damn sure.
He's the best pizza he's ever had outside of New York City, Freddy's. I mean,
Okay.
gosh, fuck. Ryan took us over to Moots in Detroit. I have to return there and verify if this is the best pizza I've ever had. Because right now, I think it is.
Interesting. I left hours before you guys went to that fucking place.
Yeah.
It sucks. God damn it. I should have stayed.
It's all right. We'll go, dude. I mean, this Motor City Nightmares is going to be fucked up. You got to get like an extra day. You got to book in because we got shit to do.
Bill's saying, Ziggy, Bell's Fancy Creations is gearing up to make Motor City Madness. Interesting.
If you guys, I'm sure they're taking apps for booths right now. So I would say you guys would do. There's no wreaths here. Nobody else is selling them, man. So
You don't see wreaths in any of
Do
these
the
fucking
math.
cons. The only con I've ever seen another wreath vendor was one that Bell's Fancy was also at. Like, do you remember that? There were 2 wreath vendors at some convention. That's the only time I've ever seen a second wreath vendor.
It was Monster Mania.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. They had, but I'll say it.
It was the one that Amy Steele was at, I think.
Well, I know we walked by them with Bell's wreaths.
Yeah.
They were
I don't know. I can't remember, but
They looked very dissed.
yeah, that's right. That
They were not as nice as the ones we had,
That's why we were giving them out as prizes. That's right.
Yeah.
I don't think Bell's was there. It was just another wreath.
No, it was a different company. Yeah. And then there was 2.
Yeah.
Well, the one guy had everything. He just had a few different wreaths,
Yeah.
One was all wreaths, and then we came walking through with handing out flyers going, you want to play? Scan this. You can win this. Because we had that it was the American Werewolf in London one, and people
That
were
one
losing
kicked
their
ass.
shit. They were losing their shit.
Yep.
I go, you can win this. And they were like, how? It's like, come and play the game for free. And they were like, and we sent the pictures out. Boy, that fucking place was packed.
Mm-hmm. That was awesome. That was a good time. We got to do that again. Giovanni's, just that name alone screams good pizza.
Well, I enjoyed the Voodoo Girl. The Voodoo Girl? Is that what it was?
Where
in
at?
Mexico?
Oh, New Mexico. Yeah, that was Voodoo Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, Giovanni's the other one we have to try down there that we're told.
Yes, we just couldn't make it happen last time. They kept closing like right when we were getting ready to go. It seemed, we were never going to make it in time.
Yep. It's all
I
right.
don't know, man. Hey, doing the same thing. I'm going to be coming in Thursday, probably leaving Tuesday. So make sure we can do everything we can do again.
Right.
I agree, Rick. Bella's Fancy Creations, the smoking wreaths are badass. I mean,
Those
they
are
have
fucking awesome. Yeah.
dragons, Jason masks. You can get the smoke. You can have the smoke, and it's amazing.
They're very cool.
Bethany says Giovanni's is way better than pizza.
Okay.
Oh yeah, hey, you don't gotta twist my fucking arm. I love it.
No, certainly.
Brother, if you ever get in the area, you let me know. I will point you in the right direction of where to get good pizza, and not just Detroit pizza. I know where the fucking places are. We'll take you to Freddy's like these guys are talking.
Sure.
Dave Portnoy, you know the guy. One bite, everybody knows the rules. He said that's Detroit's best pizza. I don't agree, but it is fucking awesome.
I gotta say, man, Vizzy's was really fucking good too. I recommend that just on its own. It's not Detroit style, but delicious. Not the one I had.
The pizza joint I work for, he's an independent that he does it his own way. It's not like anybody else's. The crust is a little thicker, but not too thick. It's not like that, but
it's soft. Like it's soft. So good.
Bread. It's like bread.
Mhm.
But it's his ingredients are. That's Vizzy's Pizza. We'll get you set up, man. No worry.
I loved it personally from Vizzy's, but
8.9. He says, could be. I smoke a lot of weed, so yeah. We are coming to Texas Frightmare with Terrifier, American Werewolves, Evil Dead Reese to get signed. Fuck yeah, dude. I mean, and then you turn around and sell those with a signature. You just added an extra fucking, $100 to the thing. Awesome. Texas Frightmares is going to be fun. Crank and I are 100% coming now. It's confirmed. We're trying to get Phase to go. We'll see. Colonel probably not going to make this one either, but I mean, it's understandable. But yeah, dude,
I'm literally going to be unavailable that weekend. It's not going to be possible.
It's not happening.
I have to move. That's what's happening that weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then, yeah. So Phase ain't going. So just me and Crank will be there representing as associate producers of Hearts of Darkness, the making of Friday the 13th, Part 9.
Trust me, I want to go so bad, but it's okay.
Working on Adam to get him to come on to do like a recap the following Monday, and then we'll obviously review Hearts of Darkness at the same time.
Right.
That weekend. But we want him here. After all this fucking journey, this Lord of the Rings like trek, we need Adam on to tie a bow on this fucking thing before we kill it. And Jason never dies, but I mean, you know what I'm saying. It's been like 5 fucking years we've been doing this with this man, waiting to get this movie out. So I'm stoked, for it. And I'm stoked to be there for the American world premiere, standing there with the guys that actually really made the film. I mean, we're associate producers, but just by association, you get it? You know what I mean? Like, here you go. Take some of this money and you go do that. And when it's all done, we'll stand here with you and clap too. It's all right. Internet Movie Database credited producers. I'll take it. It's on the resume. Yes. You won't have to wait too long is what I'm hearing. So let's see. Adam Marcus is the man. Appropriate that you guys are the first stop after the premiere. I hope so. I'd say we've been, there was all these, I'm going to come on and do this. And then he's all like, I can't. Legally, I can't. So that's why we haven't done it. We haven't even had him on since the whole thing with Rick and that incident in Pennsylvania. So
that's true.
Adam Marcus is the shit. And one day we will tell you the ultimate story that confirms this, but we can't at this point. Yeah.
He's the best.
He's the best. Also, director Michael Felshner might also be interested in coming on when he did the Badass Trick or Treat 4K. Yes, of course.
Nice.
And fuck, we could spend 2 hours just talking about that thing right there. But I mean, this guy is a hero for the years I was growing up and becoming an impressionable zigzag watching the horror movies I was watching. So yes, I would love to talk to him too. We'll get him. Now, I don't know, man. We'll see. We're still, as far as I know, we're in this movie. I don't know yet because it's not played. We don't really know because Adam stepped out of the director's chair. This new guy stepped in. He might have went, get those fuckheads out of here. I would be fine with that. I'm okay with that. Be a little less shine on it, but what are you going to do? Yes, it's like hey, there he is. What's up, Joseph?
Joseph.
Scully is in the house. Welcome, sir. If you don't know, Sven Gulli, if you watch the show, that you get the West Coast feed, you get Joseph in the chat there. Scully takes care of you, and he's chock full of knowledge about the films you're watching. Creature from the Black Lagoon, a big one finally last week. Everyone was having a good time. Let's see here. Yeah, you guys are sick. What's going on? Oh boy. Same hotel. Oh no.
Yeah.
Bill.
Oh,
Please.
Bill.
Oh, Bill. No, it's gonna be a blast. The first one we didn't know how it was gonna go, and that was fucking awesome. And then it fucking doubled. I mean, moving to that venue, greatest thing that could have happened, I think, for them. And now they're getting, the agents are opening the doors to them. You know what I mean? As we knew it would happen, we fucking knew it would happen, and it's finally happening. So I'm just so stoked for them to just keep growing and to be a part of it, to just keep coming back and be part of it every year is amazing. Looking forward to doing whatever we can to bust our ass and make sure things run fucking smoothly at Morgan Crypt. We will be assure you that in those panel rooms. You got the DCS guarantee.
It would be great.
All right, yeah, we'll be in the Crypt. I think if anything, because I know what we said in it, so it could just be a snip or two. It's all right. And again, I'm not so much of an ego fucking maniac that I need this, but it's more that helping getting it done. The producer credit is awesome. That even though we did nothing actually on the production, it still goes a long way in that resume thing. So I mean, if you know, you know.
Sure.
But it's gonna be good, man. This guy put his whole thing into it, and now that this is fucking done, maybe he can get onto some of these other stories he wants to tell, because we all know there's a couple of good ones he had rolling around that brain of his. Let's see. I'm looking. Yeah, right there. They were real big on fan reactions being in the films. Yeah, I would think so too. And
sure.
I know we made the first cut, and then after that, once the new director stepped in, we didn't hear anything else. So I'm looking forward to seeing it just like you guys. But I'm also looking forward to partying, hobnobbing with the guys, man.
Oh, yeah.
With our crew. No. We're not going to be those guys. Trust me. We're not. We're just not. Let's see. We were a bit too kind regarding Locked. I understand.
It's okay.
I understand that.
It's an understandable.
Because, if you take it on the surface as what it is, it's a fucking guy locked in a car for fucking an hour.
Right.
And then, hour and a half. So it's not much to it. But again, I'm just going to bow to the master acting class I saw with that movie and, let it ride with its 6.5. I mean,
sure.
I was sitting at a 5 for a while, and then they kind of won me over with some of it. So, because I expected absolutely nothing from that. All right, FaZe. I think we bullshitted long enough.
I think we're good, yeah.
Next week.
Next week, folks, we are reviewing another movie. This one is called.
Wait. Hold on. Let's see here.
Do you not? do you
How
know
crank as fuck will this movie be?
I'm really not sure. I don't know what I know nothing about this because next week we are scheduled to do Death of a Unicorn.
Oh, so 100% crank as fuck.
I mean, I don't know. What? I don't even know the premise of this one.
No. I was looking at a trailer for this, and I think this, unfortunately, is going to be a dark comedy again.
Oh my god! It says horror comedy. God damn it!
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Fuck
But
me.
what I read was over the top gore.
Ooh,
That I like.
it's getting pretty bad scores already, but it's got Jenna Ortega, Will Poulter, Anthony Kerrigan, Paul Rudd. That's a pretty big name. This comes out in 4 days on March 28th. So yeah, should be
Nice.
interesting. I know nothing, but I'm interested now that you said about the gore.
I don't know. I'm listening to that cast. I'm thinking that doesn't line up. That doesn't pass the smell test.
It's not the most promising. I mean,
Yeah.
Jenna Ortega up front, Will Poulter, but then nobody real crazy other than that, other than Paul Rudd, Nick Whitman, whoever that is, Jessica Hines. Okay, that's a decent.
Folks, this is me setting the bar as low as I possibly can.
It already has a 65% on Rotten Tomatoes. So yeah,
65 is
it's above half. It's not great though. We'll see. It's only an hour and 48, so it could be okay.
I'll say that. Let me put that up there.
What you
real
got here,
quick.
Ryan?
Ryan says, I think it would have been much better if they established that Hopkins' character was a serial killer who had already disposed of some other thieves like this in the past. But then no.
He got his comeuppance
Yeah, he
with
caught his
this
comeuppance.
character.
Yep. And it felt like they crammed a bunch of social commentary into it for no real reason.
The social commentary is getting crammed into everything nowadays, but
I like the way they used it against each other.
sure.
That's my whole argument on this thing, but I like that too. Yeah, it would have been cooler to see, open the movie with a guy getting taken to that final spot. You know what I mean?
That would have been cool. Sure.
Right.
No cold open like that.
Excellent point. Yes, for sure, man. For sure.
I could agree with that. Establishing him more as a serial killer would have been a better.
But he wasn't. I think he was a guy that just got pushed over the edge.
No,
And
he wasn't a serial killer. That's the thing. Yeah. It is a good cast, though. Yeah, check it out, Joseph.
As little, yeah, dude. It's worth it. It is.
It's worth watching. It's not a piece of crap like The Crow or anything like that. Like
Jenna sets the mood. Yeah, she's fine, but I just asked for something horror, and this is what he fucking gives me.
It's probably gonna end up being another horror comedy, but it's okay. We'll get through it. The week after that is gonna be a ranking, so it'll be something different. So
I think we're doing 2015.
Yes,
which means I probably got to watch 10 movies.
Maybe.
Well, there's three that
there's some good hitters in 2015, but yeah, we'll get there when we get there.
Jenna doesn't set the mood. Bill.
I set them.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Bill, we love you.
Jenna
How can we
Ortega.
miss you if you don't go away? That's actually really funny.
Oh man.
Shit.
So there you have it. Next week,
Yeah, man.
is Death of a Unicorn.
Death of a Unicorn. Maybe it'll be good, man. We'll see.
Unicorns have big gnarly horns, so
Yeah, that could stab and cause some gory situations.
could be all kinds of entrails hanging off of it. Could cause artery spurts.
This could be
All right.
deliciously gory. Let's do this.
All right. Well, folks, you can join us next week and hear all about Death of a Unicorn like these fine folks have.
Yes.
Christy, C-Phase, Lorena, BD, Alex, Robert, and Tyrone, our Crazy Ralph's Bells Fancy Creations, Dr. Smiley, Morgan Crypt Horror, Raymond, and the whole damn enchilada podcast, Thursdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on these same airwaves. And of course, our camp counselors, Adam, Corey, Christy, Luke, Lou, Jimmy, and Rachel, Stacy, Lynn, Orlando, GQ Orlando, Chick, Dave, Carl, Patricia, Kristen, and JJ. And yes, thank you. If you want to join deathcursesociety.com, find the tier that fits your wallet or pocketbook or whatever the hell you carry your money around with. And we'll get you hooked up in the masses. And, you know, I said, like, the higher tiers get shirts and stuff like that. So figure it out, man. We'll have you. All the money goes to us, gets us to the cons and to you, gas, you know, flights, tickets, all that shit that we have to buy. Because a lot of these cons don't let us in for free. They're not cool like some of these other ones. No, we got to pay. We got to buy. So,
right.
All right. And FaZe, thank you. Thank you. God damn it. Thank you for all the hard work and not having to bust anybody's ass in the chat tonight. Appreciate it.
As per usual.
Yeah. Everybody's
our very well behaved chat. I
don't know. Bill was kind of crossing. He was edging the line tonight, man. So I mean,
yeah, I almost had to ban you, Bill. Oh my goodness. Yeah. No.
We'll let him off with a warning tonight. So, you know, there you have it. Go see Locked or wait for the stream. It's either us, maybe, you know, with Ryan, you'll give it a worse score. Maybe you'll like it more. But, you know, see some talented guys working hard, man. And, yeah, I guess that's about it. You get it next week, Death of a Unicorn. You get FaZe. Maybe Crank. Colonel will still be on assignment. Probably not Crank either, but we'll handle it again. We'll have fun. And if this thing sucks, we're going to fucking shred this bitch. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. So, for the FaZe, I am Zigzag. We are Death Curse Society saying, lick Jenny Penn's asshole and DCS out.
Rock and roll!
Just in the middle of a dream, I was kissing Valentino by a crystal blue Italian stream. But I can't be late, 'cause then I guess I just won't get paid. These are the days when you wish your bed was already made. It's just another manic Monday. It was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. I don't have to run day. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. It's just another manic Monday.